low in carbs and high in protein, with an average amount of talent. It's Kid Craddock in the morning.
You know you're on the radio, right, Kelly?
We're on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
We're on.
We're so on the radio right now.
We're so on.
It's not even crazy.
Sometimes we like to warm our guests up.
Jerry,
Yeah.
Jerry.
Last time he was in the studio, he did this.
Oh, my.
I didn't know that was you, honestly. I thought they were trying to pull a trick.
I didn't.
That's a career ender.
No,
No.
it's a second career for
I'm
you.
starting to well up.
Jerry, listening back, do you
fun.
think to yourself, damn, I'm good?
I tell you, I start dancing with myself.
Do you?
I start dancing with myself.
After all of this time and all of the stages that you've been on, I mean, do you ever get nervous?
No, I don't get nervous.
I mean,
I get nervous about
I do.
certain things in life, but not.
I mean, just a camera or an audience, that doesn't
No,
make you're totally at home with that.
Yeah, it could be 3 o'clock in the morning. I go downstairs, I open the refrigerator, the light bulb goes on. I do 5 minutes.
See, that's why I said, I wonder if I could get. This is how this happened, y'all.
Al brought you in, Jerry.
Yes.
This is how this happened. Last time you were so cool because I was standing right here, and I remember vividly. You walked right here, and we knew you were coming.
Yeah.
And I just looked right back here behind me through the window, and I said, "There's Jerry Springer right there." I mean, there was no entourage. There was
No handler, no nobody.
You just walked up with your hands
rang
in your
the
pocket,
doorbell.
and you just looked at the door.
I'm sorry, because I thought the bus was going to be late here. And I got here just in time.
But that just kind of resonated. I was like, that guy's pretty cool. So I came in here, you were really nice, and then you broke out in the song with the Elvis stuff. And so, okay, this is the way my mind thinks.
Okay.
About a month and a half ago, I was trying to think of what I could do in January at my sports bar because business is going to slow down after football. And so I'm like, okay, it's Elvis's birthday. I just Googled celebrity birthdays. Elvis's birthday. Oh, bam. Jerry Springer, 2 years ago, I guess.
That's how Al's mind works.
Is that how this happened?
That's exactly how his mind
No,
works.
honestly, I said, I wonder if
You could get help.
I wonder if Jerry Springer would actually do this, knowing it was a snowball's chance.
Because,
you know?
Jerry, you've opened for Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yes, and I've closed for a lot of others.
And you closed for a lot of...
Yeah, I was reading your bio this morning that you actually also you write music. You don't just do Elvis impersonations. You do your own stuff.
Country music?
Well, yes, but it's when I sing, people get involved because they have to guess where the notes were supposed to have been. So they'll yell out, "That's a B flat." That's a I mean, amateurishly years ago.
But if you're opening for Billy Ray Cyrus, that's like a big gig, and that must mean you have some Miley experience.
Well, actually, I do.
See, that's what I want to know about.
Please tell us.
This is. I don't know if I've ever mentioned this.
Oh, that's even better.
No, this is. It was, about 20 years ago, and I took my daughter for father-daughter weekend. Every once in a while, we just go away. So I took her to Nashville, and we went to a bar there. Not a bar. Auditorium or whatever, and Billy Ray Cyrus was performing. So I walk in there with Katie, our daughter, and I'm sitting down there in the audience. The show's getting ready to start, and one of his people apparently came up and saw that I was there and said, Billy Ray's a real fan. Do you mind coming backstage?
Okay.
So, of course, my daughter goes, "Oh, Dad, this is good." Because she was a big Billy Ray fan. And so we went backstage, and he was just as nice as can be, and he puts me on the phone. He says, "Here, say hi to my wife," whatever. And she says, "After the show, would you come back to our house?" They apparently live like an hour outside in Hendersonville or something.
Wow.
Okay. So it's that easy to get Jerry Springer to go back to your house?
Well, I'm thinking, what am I doing? I mean, he's very nice. I'd never met him before. But I'm not. I've got my daughter there. There's a bedtime. What are we doing at 11:30 at night?
Going to Billy Ray's house to
well,
party.
We go to his house, and he had this beautiful home up in the hills.
Yeah.
I mean, and then we get up there, and he has this little girl, Miley. She must have been like 1.5, 2 years old.
Was she already twerking?
No, but Katie, my daughter, was all excited, so she kind of babysat her.
Okay.
Aww.
And he says, "Come with me. We're going to go on four-wheelers up into the top of the mountain."
At 11:30 at night.
Really?
And I'm thinking, what am I doing? So I get on this four-wheeler. I can't even drive a car.
At midnight?
At midnight. This is God's truth. I'm not embellishing this. We go up through, on dirt roads, not on a regular road, up through the going, and I'm thinking
He gonna kill me.
this is
This white man gonna kill me. That's what I be thinking.
We get to the top of the mountain,
Yeah.
and there's a totem pole there, and a teepee.
Okay.
And because he's very
Toilet
spiritual.
paper. Yeah.
No.
Oh, a
Teepee, Indian
teepee.
teepee,
Okay.
like the-
yes.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say,
The wooden.
Yeah, a totem pole and a roll of
I
toilet
think
paper.
TP. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Y'all in the
He goes
woods,
up there to go to the
You
bathroom.
out in the
Yeah.
woods. Okay, go ahead.
He was going to
You
make you
know, it's
camp in a
like-
teepee?
Yeah, like last night, I went to a psychiatrist and a doctor, and I told him, I said, one night I dreamt I was a wigwam, the other night I dreamt I was a teepee. He says, I know the problem, you're 2 tents. Okay.
But I'm bum. Where's the rim shot?
So, but I am, okay, so I'm at the top of the mountain, and this is true, and he starts talking to me about his spirituality, and I'm thinking, and I keep thinking, I hope this has a happy ending,
Right.
because I'm telling you, what is the headline going to be?
Yeah.
You know, Jerry Springer found on top of a mountain with Billy Ray Cyrus.
You were going to be his sacrifice. You
Yeah.
never know.
But he
Holding
was
some
the
TP.
nicest guy, and apparently about a month later, I got a call from his agent. You know, I'm on tour. Would you like to open for me? And that's how that happened.
Really?
So he knew you. I mean, I guess you shared a lot.
Well,
and
we just
he found
talked,
out you
we
wrote.
talked. I said I used to play guitar or whatever, and that kind of
Have
thing.
you kept in touch?
Not a lot, but every once in a while. But he was nothing but nice.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
always
that-
seems to.
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, I mean, that's the truth. I've got, there's no punchline to it. But anyway, so I now tell Katie, I said, Katie, you babysat this little girl.
That's
Who
where it
is
went
now,
wrong.
yeah.
Had her tongue all out probably at the time.
How did your daughter?
Back then-
How did your daughter turn out?
Oh, she's great.
So after the show tonight, I was wondering if possibly you want to come back to my house and
Yeah.
and
I've heard about your TP.
There it is.
I have no idea what that means, but it just sounded
It
like it
means
would be
so
funny.
many
It sounds good.
Appropriate.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
man.
got some tent, I'll tell you.
You know what? I bet, though, I mean, you might have already done this, or maybe, you know, how a lot of people, I know, I hate to be thrown, I was looking at what's coming to town, and Rick
Yeah.
Springfield's coming to town.
Yes.
And he's not only going to be performing his music, which is what he's known for, but he's also going to be telling stories about his life. Have you ever done some sort of stage show where you go around? I'm sure you've got more stories to tell than just hanging out
Yeah.
in TPs with Billy Ray.
But that's a good one though.
I mean, to do like one of those tours where you just do a storytelling
Yeah,
kind of thing.
and then do a song every once in a while and play. Yeah.
The one-man show.
Yeah, and someone actually did mention that to me last year, but no, I don't want to do it. I mean, that's too
Draining? Or
no. It's the concept that you are standing on stage and asking people to buy tickets so you can tell them about your life. It's like,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
Too much for you?
I mean,
But that's just
get
like
over yourself
Okay,
is
well,
what I
that's just
want.
the same as thing as writing a book and expecting people to want to buy it
Well,
to read
that's
about
wh-
your life.
But the book.
Well, that's why I don't do that.
You don't want to
I
do
wouldn't
that
mind
either.
writing a political book, but it's after we're gone, the only people that's important to remember are your kids, your family,
Yeah.
because you've had a life with them. But for everybody else, 5 years later, 10 years later, nobody knows you.
Yeah.
I just last night we were in some discussion, and I mentioned. Oh no! This morning, when I was doing the TV,
Time just runs together.
yeah, no, and I made a joke about Perry Como,
Yeah.
and
Half the room
and
was
this
like,
young
what?
lady had no clue, and I'm thinking when I was a kid, Perry Como, Bing Crosby, no, if you don't know who Perry Como is anymore, why are you going to remember who Jerry Springer is? You know what I mean? It's like.
Because you're part of American
Yeah, you
culture.
crossed-
People
you
chanted your
transcended.
name.
I just hope hell isn't that hot because I burn real easy. No, I'm very light complected. I know.
No, but you did more than that because I was born in Cincinnati and grew up in Cincinnati, so I was there when you were there.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
I was your mayor.
Mr. Mayor.
You were
Yeah.
my mayor when I was. Yeah, well, I was a little past when.
Yeah,
your mayor
you
was
weren't born then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
Early
No,
'80s.
I have sucked your age.
Yeah. No, but
Yeah,
it's
the
funny
80s,
because
sure.
I
was
mean,
the news anchor
I don't
there
know
then,
Perry
yeah.
Como, but I remember
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You know, you transcended generations for
Yeah.
sure.
It's funny because the band that's playing for you tonight,
Are we going to get to rehearse? We were just driving.
That's the
over
thing. There's no
Okay,
rehearsal
I'm
with Al,
singing-
Jerry.
They said I'm singing these songs, and I said, "Well, wait a second. What key are we doing it in? Are they one of the backup singers? What?"
Well, I didn't want to tell you this until you got here.
Oh, now you're going to.
No, it's all good. So the band that you're playing with, his name is George. He's an older blues band, right?
Yes.
So it's not an Elvis tribute band, but
Right.
he, in fact,
I'm getting the whole story. After flying down here through horrible weather.
Somebody's going to be fired after this. I just can feel it coming.
No. It's all good. He's very good.
Oh,
very
I bet
good.
he is.
He's 74 years old. The lead
he's
singer,
my age.
the lead singer and guitar player.
Yes.
And I said, Jerry Springer is actually going to come down and sing a few songs with you. He goes, who? Yeah. And I said, Jerry. He goes, who? And so I had
Way
to
to
kind
make Mr. Springer feel good.
Well, he was
No,
saying,
even tell that
This is
hard.
the guy who was taste then.
No, I was just telling. He's not as familiar with
Pop culture,
with Elvis songs as I wish he does know them.
So he can't play
him.
No,
I sent him.
This is not going to work.
I sent him.
Wait a
It's not gonna
second.
I
This
sent him
guy
the
doesn't
song.
even know the Elvis songs.
I sent him the songs. I sent him the songs like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
So I think we're good. I think we're
Actually,
good.
Jerry,
4 days ago.
We're going to change the plan. Do you know any blues? Do you know any of the blues songs?
Yeah, let's.
Something the band knows.
Maybe I could come back on Perry Como's birthday, and he would know that.
We'll empty the house. Maybe we'll empty the house.
It's
And
going to be brutal.
oh, it's going to be great. We'll empty the house.
Yeah, maybe I'll do it a cappella.
Just wing it. Let him do it a cappella. Maybe he'd be more comfortable
And just-
with that.
Or maybe I could get. You know what I could do? Seriously, I could get some like karaoke of those songs. And that you just, but the band is there. I mean, the band's good. And they can,
But they can't play the song.
no, they can play
if
the
they
song.
can't play the song, we'll give it a shot.
We'll
but
give it a
it's
shot.
not
What's the
gonna
worst
work.
that could happen?
Oh, yeah. Nothing bad can happen now.
Jerry's going to go viral on YouTube.
Oh, this could be the highlight of your career. I want to tell you.
Yeah, the highlight.
I don't think
There's
so.
a lot of competition for that.
Now, my little establishment has had some big names.
Yes.
We've had some Coolio, and we've had some Tone
Farrah
Loc.
Abraham.
Yeah.
We've had some Rob Bass.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah. So just go ahead, just hold on, pull your reins back there a little bit.
My
Mr.
reins
Springer.
are pulled back.
Spinderella
Spinderella's been there numerous times.
so many times.
You're joining us on our radio show and our television show, Dish
Yes.
Nation. What do you, because we do the TV show every day.
Yes. Oh, I know.
What do
You
you,
do very well.
Well, that's the tie-in
Yeah.
because we
Yes.
do celebrity gossip, tabloid stuff,
Yes.
and that's exactly what you're doing with your new show.
Right. Tell us
Oh,
about that.
right. Yeah, they're going to tell me about it. No, actually,
Tabloid. It's called Tabloid, Jerry.
it's called Tabloid, and it's on Investigation Discovery Channel.
Which I love that
ID,
channel.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a weekly show. It'll be on starting not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow on Thursday nights at 10.
Oh, cool.
And it's a 1 hour weekly crime show where we do the backstories of crimes that have been in the paper. I mean, major crimes.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not
Over the
necessarily
past 30
celebrity
years.
related,
No,
just
they've just become amazing stories.
Right.
Like there's this one, without going into all the details, but I kind of remember this story when it was in the papers growing up, where this woman broke up with this guy. The guy was upset, so he threw lye in her face and blinded her for life.
oh, I know this story.
Yeah, and
I
then
know this story.
the guy goes to a prison for 14 years. He gets out, meets up again with the woman, and they get married.
Why?
Yes.
Marries him. They've been married for 34 years.
Yes,
She
they're
forgave
really
him.
old now, but he blinded her, and she
Yeah.
somehow, in her twisted mind, forgave him
Yeah.
and married him.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Well, I guess the question maybe she doesn't know it's him.
right. Yeah, she's blind.
Where's the rim shot? Where's the rim shot?
Exactly. She
I
doesn't
shouldn't
know.
make jokes, but that was a horrible case.
Yeah.
And she's thinking he's done all this crazy stuff already, so might as well. I mean, that's
well,
pretty crazy.
I don't- but that really is an amazing. And
It is.
for 34 years they kept their marriage together. So
Well, if they can make it, anybody
Wow.
can.
With all, but does that even? Are you even like shocked anymore with all the crazy stuff and crazy people you've seen over the years? Does anything shock you?
What shocks you, Jerry?
not knowing an Elvis tune, how to play it.
Flying all the way here to go to a bar.
He's immediately
The guy
regretting
doesn't
that.
even know the.
Mr. Springer.
What are the odds that?
This is going to be fine. This is going to be fine, Mr.
I'm
Springer.
just teasing.
Oh, my God.
What are the odds you don't show up tonight, Jerry?
No, I'm there.
We've got
Nothing-
this big, huge sign. You remember somebody said,
I'm there. Oh, are you kidding
It
me?
says,
I got my Elvis.
Jerry Springer's coming to town. So
Yeah. Well, what a lot of people don't know is because some people think that I'm. Well, the truth, I guess I can tell you on your show.
Yeah, you can tell us anything you want,
tell-
Jerry.
We won't tell anyone
us, Mr.
else.
Springer.
Yeah, it's like a treasure tree in here.
I am Elvis.
You are Elvis. So you're not in person. You are Elvis.
I did not die.
Well, how did you come up with that whole lie about dying on the toilet then?
I was taking my Metamucil, And
How have you kept the weight off?
I got a cousin named Metamucil.
Yeah, do you?
but, I mean, you've never seen both of us in the same place.
No.
No, you have not.
Now, that is. I know you're doing that in jest, but how old would Elvis be?
He
Did
would
anybody
now
look
be
that up?
79.
He'd be 79.
And I'm only 70, so I'm a child.
Not happening.
Wow.
Yeah.
Were you ever a partier, Jerry?
A partier?
Yeah. Did you ever? Because at Ellsworth, you're gonna have to get down and party.
Oh, boy.
yeah.
When I get... Well, I still get down. I just don't get back up.
Jerry Springer, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, politician. Of course he was a partier. He was just good at hiding it.
Yeah. There you go.
You don't have to tell us what happened, but who would you have the craziest night with, celebrity-wise?
Beyond Billy Ray Cyrus.
Beyond Billy Ray.
There's no answer. And the reason is I don't know any celebrities. I mean, that is true. I really don't. I mean, I might
Probably a
meet
good way
them
to
at
keep it.
Yeah. Well
I
played,
mean, I
Jerry.
never lived in Hollywood. And I honestly, if you asked me, do I have a phone number of any well-known person other than politicians?
Yeah.
I do. But I don't know
You
any
don't?
celebrities in the showbiz world.
I'm gonna give you my number, though.
Yeah, you could have Allison.
Oh, now I got
Great.
it.
Give you my
Oh,
number.
he's got your number now.
Jerry,
well,
it's a pleasure having you on our show.
You guys
man.
are great. You really are. And you got a great show.
Thank you.
Thank
very
you so
Thanks
much.
for coming back to see us.
Love it.
Appreciate
See you
it.
tonight.
Yeah, good
And
luck
see
at
you
Al's
on
bar.
Tabloid. We'll see you on Tabloid a week from Thursday, 9 p.m. Central on Investigation Discovery.
Yeah.
Hey.
Jerry Springer. Yeah.
Kid Craddock.
Kid Craddock in the morning will be right back.
Back streets back. All right.
Kid Craddock in the morning.